still connected to the guy I met on the plane. Social media for many can feel isolating when it's used to compare, and to compare is to despair, or even performative, like, look at me, what I ate last night, and who I'm with today. Despite billions of online connections, many of us still feel disconnected. But here's the truth, it's not about the platform, it's about how we use it. I mentioned how I set up an account on LinkedIn. For an entire year, I had one follower, just one. That's embarrassing. I decided to delete the account, then thought to give it another try. I started reading posts and noting how others replied. I was scared to post anything. What if I make a mistake? That missing semicolon will be there forever. Eventually, I started posting authentically, engaging with others, and being kind. Today, almost 21,000 followers. Not because there's something special, but because I learned that on social media, the secret is to be social and kind. And I use spell check. Okay, I got that many followers. Now what? Now there was this scene that came to mind. Here's a scene.
What are we waiting for? We scoping the place out, man. We ain't gonna just run up in there. That's how you get shot.
So that's what came to mind when I got all these followers. It is, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. But I found out great social media also let us spark creativity and think outside the box. Let me share an example from my classroom. After the lockdown, my students told me they wished they knew their way around the kitchen. They heard about this class called Home Ec and wished we offered it. Okay. My first attempt at Zoom cooking lessons flopped. Some didn't have cookwares, other didn't have ingredients. My school leaders let me have space for an after-school program. Then I turned to social media. I reached out to local organizations and cable television network. They volunteered to film and air a teen cooking show. We call it Chow and Tao. After 20 episodes, I realized I can't do this. I don't have a wardrobe for this. What I wore today, I think I wore last Tuesday. The end of the day, I look like I put my tongue in the electric socket. I started reaching out to people I didn't know, asking them to come on the show as guest chefs. Guess what? It worked. They all showed up. This is a cable network that decided to film the show. I reached out to them. We started doing the cooking. On one end, on one side, she drove 2 hours. She is the president of the school board association. The guy in the stripe apron, he is the mayor. A group of Chinese staff members from P&G. He drove 14 hours a round trip. He came and did a show, wanted to come. I reached out to him on Twitter. I tried to reach out to him on LinkedIn, but it told me that I can't because I'm not a paid member. And I had to, it says you're a third connection. So I did some research and I found that he loved to tweet. I sent him a tweet and he came. He is the president of the School Board Association, the president from the Ohio Department of Education. And then I had an idea. I reached out to the newspaper using all the social media I could until I found a reporter. And this helped because once the community knew about the project, I didn't have to beg people or search or figure out where to find them. They contacted me or they contacted the students. Now, this is about what we get. For me, sometimes is how we give. Last September, I had the privilege, and this is to me was a lifetime dream, to go to Bali. It was September, and I attended the Global Speaker Summit. Right before, so there was a speaker showcase. I was not chosen to be a speaker. And this guy here reached out to me. There was a woman who had a meltdown right before she started speaking. And I asked her, is there anything I can do? And she said her country was getting bombed and she's not going to be able to return to her country. So I looked around would you like some water? No. I said, I'll do a whole photo shoot for you. I'll take your photo. You can take it back to your family. She calmed down. She goes, really? I said, yes, I will do this. There was some guy from South Africa who heard the conversation. He goes, yeah, I want you to do that for me too. I'm like, I didn't come here for a job, but I honored him. But 3 days ago, I tried to give him the photos, but I couldn't because like I spent hours editing these photos. I'm not going to pay for LinkedIn to find him. It did not allow me. 3 days ago, or maybe 2 days ago, he reached out to me because he had the paid and he asked if I had photos for him. And I happened to have had the photos. He said the official photographer, as expected, didn't get good photos of him. And he was very disappointed. So his 15-minute speaker within that 15 minutes. So I'm going to share with you a video that I did. It's about 2 minutes. That took me 2 days that I prepared for this using Canva because I asked myself, is there a possibility that we can create a visual storytelling for social media? So this is my first YouTube ever. So that took almost 2 days because I did not know how to create videos, but I'm going to share with you my login account. I did all of that using Canva. So that is the power of creativity on social media. Sorry. So I'm going to stop sharing. I learned so much, and as you can see what we can do by reaching out to people, by using kindness, and I'm gonna share with you now my account login. Whoops, did something happen there? All right, so Canva, I won't say it because I think this is recorded, but I'm gonna put this in the chat. So my Gmail account.